Oh my god. So on Twitch, right? Oh, hang on.
Welcome. Oh, I haven't even updated your name. You can be Jacko for now.
Oh, you just need to take the O off.
Yeah. Welcome to the last pit stop on the road to the Winter Cup. As always, I'm Fish, and this time I'm joined by Jacko. I mean, Jack.
Jack, I'm back after quite a while.
Yeah, exactly that. So, yeah, we have got probably 4 to 5 rounds of
Top-notch Final Fantasy TCG.
Yeah, just everyone getting ready for this weekend. And guys, just a reminder, there are still tickets available if you want to join in. We will be here all weekend with live coverage as well.
Yeah, if you can't come down, feel free to join us on here for a good fun stream.
Yeah,
we'll both be commentating it.
And if you all didn't notice, that was CJ's laugh in the background because he's also back this week, which is nice to see.
Prepping for the weekend, I expect.
Yeah, exactly that. Oh, and there's the one, the only ever sexy Dan Haven. So we are now going to go over to the gameplay table and get ready for round 1. So Jack, talk us through who we got, what we seeing.
So we've got Paul Fallon on his classic Ice Lightning that we've been chatting about for the last 3-4 days because he wasn't sure what to go with. And Mick's running his Flan deck again, which I think a lot of people loved the last time they saw it when it was on stream. People always kept asking for that deck list. So
I'm guessing that was one of the ones I missed, I'm guessing. Was that the one?
It's just we're like 12 Flans in, and you just try and harass them with the break Flan when there's 3 in break and stuff like that.
Okay, well, we're going to roll off a lot of dice
here.
That's a 13...
10,
17.
17, yep.
Ugh.
Below average roll.
For 5 dice. I think Mick might
and
be
I
going
think
first.
Mick's one, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mick may be on the play.
Yeah, there's a lot of discussion I had with Paul this week about what deck he should go with, and there was about 4 or 5 to go, and I think Ice Lightning, because that's what he knows and loves.
I mean, yeah, stick with what you know, right? So
and I said, you said it wasn't good last time, and you somehow managed to win a regional here with it, so
yeah,
you might do the same again.
And I have just been sexually harassed by Dan Hammond.
Well, what happened?
Stroked me. It was good. Anywho.
On to more fitting dialogue.
Sorry, YouTube. Don't demonetize us.
So there we go, straight into a Flan pitched for an Edward. Slowly getting sorted. And the Flan you want in the break zone, ready in there.
Yep, exactly that. Do ignore that on screen. I was just...
Who played Citra? Where'd that come from?
That's not Edgar.
Flan.
Edward.
Oh, Edward, yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
So that's just the standard tap, get rid of a card in your opponent's break zone. Not too useful in an Ice Lightning matchup, but
exactly that.
Something that can always see play if there's ever a target. Say Shantota gets played or whatnot. And I forgot to mention, Paul does have Clive and Ifrit in this deck, as does any deck that plays Torgal.
I mean, it would be daft not to, right? It's almost a free 10k or potential double draw as well. So.
Yeah, it's Torgal has single-handedly gone like you can play Ifrit in any deck as long as you've got ice in there.
Also, Roth, thank you for joining us yet again. Appreciate you tuning in. Guessing you're not going to make it to Cardiff in time for Winter Cup.
Oh,
I mean, he's from Mexico City, if I'm remembering this the right
fun
person.
Fun weekend over. Yeah. Short trip. So Emina grabbing a Torgal, but not playing the Torgal. I think passing straight over to Mick.
Maybe he's got a 3-drop backup to go along.
Potentially, yep.
Just a play on curve.
So
I see your
Sephiroth and Shiva into his Mick's own Emina. Mick's is clearly better because it's foil.
It is statistically more powerful.
And also getting a Torgal. So going tit for tat.
Is he going to play it?
Yeah.
He's thinking about it.
I assume so. So I wonder if there's Ifrits in Mick's deck as well, or if it's just for the Jill and Shiva. One for a Flan. So that's the Flan that becomes a Ford, and I can't remember what else it does.
It does this.
When it goes to the break zone, you search another Flan out.
Exactly that. So
I'm trying to remember which ones do which, because they're all just called Flan. I remember the effects, I just don't remember which one's attached to which card. So yeah, you are right, going straight into a 3-cost Reeve.
It's like I might know some cards.
To grab a Kate Sif. So do you reckon you just Kate Sif and Torgal here? Hit 4 backups?
I think you absolutely... Well, at least the Kate Sif here.
There's a Sid Randell in Mick's hand that would be quite nice to steal away as well.
Would be an absolute strip and a half, that would.
That would leave you empty-handed, though, I believe. No, there's more cards in hand than I thought.
Yeah, he's got full grip.
So I think you definitely play at least the Torgal. It's whether you want to play the Kate Sif. So Rufus out for Kate Sif.
Show me what you've got.
You can only pick that one. There's Shantoto in mixed deck. Was Flans an Earth? I suppose it was an Earth deck as well. It had elements of Earth in it.
Yeah, exactly. I think quite a lot of the tax flans are.
And then Cisne for Torgal,
Yes.
ramping to 4 backups. There were still 2 in hand, so we had a lot more cards in hand than I thought.
Yeah, set up, ready to go now.
You have only got 1 lightning CP in your backup line, so you kind of do want a second one.
Oh,
And a flange just going straight in and hitting you.
good hit right off the bat.
That's 2 Ifrits gone.
Oh wow, it is. Yeah,
Just
you're
1 in
right.
break. And I think the only recursion Paul probably has is a 1 of Shantoto.
Yeah, because I can get any character back, right?
Yes.
So, oof.
Mixing pretty on 5 in hand, I think.
I mean, Ozeroth, you're right. K-Seth is very good. Starter card as well, so may not exactly be the easiest to come by.
I think it's in one of the starter sets, which still pop up now and again. It's getting them in foil. That's the hard
That's
one.
the hard part. Yeah, exactly. That.
Especially when it's an Opus 11 card.
Oh, I stole yours.
And I'll
Now
play
I
mine.
So, no.
I'm wondering how much impact that actually has. And looking at Mick's hand, he immediately has the answer. He can just warp the Prish to
Yeah.
shoot it immediately for 8k. But it doesn't stop any of the flans or anything like that because they're not forwards.
This is true. Oh, he's got
Going straight into Clive.
Draw 2, sir.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Take a point damage,
Oh,
hits a flan, and draw 2 cards.
That Clive putting in some work this set.
It's just such a good card. Both the Ifrit and the Clive are just so inherently good.
Hey, I removed 2 copies of the Demon and all sorts from my monk list.
You need to pay with Earth CP somewhere along that line. There you go.
Yeah, that's
Not a bad Shantoto here. It gets you colour fixed, and you've just got rid of 2 forwards.
Yep.
Oh, an immediate EX burst into the Odin to kill the flan that became a forward.
Wait, I got the exact thing for this.
Oh, let's show you a new thing.
Wait.
Can you find it?
Never
Punished.
punished.
EX burst, dude.
Oh yeah, let's go.
But that flan did allow Mick to search and grab another flan, so it wasn't the worst EX burst trade for Mick.
That is for Jacko, if you're tuning in out there while you're packing for your holiday.
So President Cymru, I'm assuming grabbing a Rufus at this point because the Cisne's already been binned.
Now we should probably let you guys know at home, these two absolute titans in the game always playing each other, so they know each other.
I think every event they must play each other as well.
Inside and out. And the game that Paul won the summer tournament with was against Mick.
The regional, yeah. Yep.
So absolute, just powerhouses against each other. So
VODs of that if you want to go back 6 months and watch those games. It was very good games.
and obviously, if you are tuning in for the first time, A, let us know where you're tuning in from, and B, give us a share, like, and subscribe, and chat along with us. That's the best part. That's what I enjoy the most.
So 1 for Flan, and then going 3 into 5 into LB. And the fact Mick always picks his cards up upside down really bugs me.
Well, we're going with the Luso. Love this card too.
So Luso into, I'm assuming, an armorer here.
He won't. Can he play that for free?
Yeah, because there's still 3 ice backups out.
Sure.
And Shantoto is an ice backup.
Yeah, counts as all. Really nice play.
Are we going to see a one of? Not one of. Are we going to see Leo in this deck as well, just to further colour fix all your backups?
I mean, if Mick is playing Flans and somehow cracks out a Warrior of Light, I would be impressed. That's all I'm
So
saying.
that Luso has been a very good staple ever since it was printed.
Oh, this card though, this is one of your.
You've just got to hit the Flans here.
Yeah.
Take away
Goodbye,
that. It's one of my
Flans.
favourites purely because it's Cat 8.
Shocker.
But it's just an inherently good lightning card.
It is. It hits the break zone. It has a great S effect as well. Gains haste, which can come out of nowhere.
And then on swing,
good.
gets rid of those two.
Good hits there as well.
Yeah, that S effects come in massively handy for me a lot of times.
And what a pretty full art mirror to go to the damage as well. That is the most powerful version of that card.
The full art, yeah. So with the Flans being removed from game, unless Mick can suddenly get rid of a lot, I don't think we're going to see that Flan break zone effect.
No, probably not.
Now.
But we are tapping. Getting the Flan.
Search for another Flan. And I believe the other effect that Flan has is making your opponent discard.
Yeah, exactly that. Let's see, it's this guy.
Search and plays as well, right?
Yeah.
No, adds to hand and taps to play.
But they cost 1. So.
He's tapping the backups both ways around.
Hey, let the man cook.
Go. So now if you tap the other Flan, it does it twice.
Oh, that's mean.
Or double discards and stuff like that, yeah.
Here we go. We're going to do it.
Biblos.
Discard twice, please.
Double discard. That's a Jill and an Odin.
Oof. That I was not expecting from Mick there.
And another Irvine is damage. So that's some of Paul's limited monster removal going.
Absolutely. It's strange to watch these lands because obviously you don't necessarily know what impact that they can do.
Oh, Jill going on to go.
We're going to at least potentially break 2 if we...
There should still be Shivas left in the deck.
Yeah, I think we've only seen 1, right?
I think so, yeah. They just seen 1 discarded. Pay 3. Go into... And it is getting a double kill here, so it will discard...
But Mick's got an easy discard. He's got a Shantato in hand. Oh,
What's this?
in his hand he's got just a Shantato, easy discard.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
It's still CP you've lost, but yeah.
Even still.
Not something you necessarily need. And then breaks them both, end of turn, discard, and on to Mick.
Well, that Biblos not quite live yet, but Paul does have to be wary if he gets
But
double
that
frozen.
Yashtola can come in. It won't have haste unless there's a way Mick can get Paul to discard, which there is. He can sack the,
Can sack the flan.
flan off, and then the Yashtola can kill the Irvine.
Is there a way, while Gogo is out on the field, could you sacrifice the flan in Paul's turn, perhaps?
I don't know if Gogo says only during your turn or not.
Well, you gotta get him to discard, Mick. Yeah, we're gonna do it. So
Do you have to pay 1 for that effect, or is it just tap?
no, just tap and break. That's
The pay
what-
1 is to search for a flan.
Oh. So we're not gonna get the break, but Sephiroth to come in to reduce the issue with the discard. We are gonna kill the Shiva.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You can kill either, whichever one.
No, he's killing the Sephiroth and then taking the block.
I don't know what the Yashtola targeted then,
The Sephiroth, I think.
but then it would die. Because it would deal 9k from the Yashtola. I don't understand how nothing died.
No, it did. The Sephiroth's gone, and
Yeah, but then what killed the Yashtola?
I think the block on the Shiva.
Oh, right, yes.
Well, Flan is gonna say
Just to dull it.
no attack.
So you're not drawing. Irvine, get rid of the flans. Have you got enough flans on this in hand to go? No, you've only got Earth CP in hand, so you won't be able to.
The problem is though, Paul has now made this Biblos live,
Yes.
but
Another Jill gone as well. If Mick can draw a Jill here, he's in a pretty good shape.
I think no, he didn't.
Yuzeo, and he's not got a crackable backup.
No. Oof. Don't know if we've got any out of Mick here right now.
Victoria can at least kill the Irvine,
True.
and you've got surges that could dull another.
Well, we're gonna attack. We hit.
Alistair's a good hit. But you need to freeze some of these forwards out.
Yeah, you've got to deal with at least one of them.
Ideally the Clive, because it will just turn into the Ifrit, which becomes a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But Paul, though, so then only nearly needs to draw 1 haster.
Yeah, which is
So 4 for Victor. Oh, Cloud, okay.
well, that's
Gets rid of the Irvine. And then I'd want to... You Surges here or Kuja here as well, just to shut them down further. That Cloud has maintained through ever since he got
I
printed.
mean, it breaks stuff. That's 4 CP, like a
3 CP or less,
no,
yeah.
but it costs 4 CP.
Hard casting
Oof.
the...
No.
warping the
Keep
press.
warping it.
Shoot the Clive for 8k.
Well, that's one way to deal with a load of things.
Yeah, you've stabilised that board quite nicely. Is that another Clive that Paul just drew?
I think he did. Oh, that's just mean.
And you don't have a instant speed dull now.
No.
So that Cloud is going bye-bye.
Oh, we're not.
Or just dulling it?
We're not.
I suppose you don't want the block declared against the Clive,
True.
because then you don't draw. Does
But
Mick...
it wouldn't, though, because you would have...
If you
killed-
block, they would trade, so he doesn't get the draw, because you have to deal point damage.
Yeah, but if he'd have primed, because he's got Torgal, he can prime with any element, right?
Yes, but I think he wanted the card draw.
Well, that puts Mick on 6. We're going to dole.
He wouldn't have been able... Yeah, he could have done it instead of the surgeons. It's the...
freeze out with a Laswell. I
Yep.
think Mick is in trouble here.
So he's got a Flan in hand, and I think he's now drew a Jill. So you do... The Jill does double kill here.
does. And it hits some pretty nasty things.
And yeah, you're
too.
going to get rid of the Shiva and the Clive. And you've shut down the Laswell, at least. I would have potentially shut down the Surges just because it's bigger. But
Yeah, but you can't risk the Prime from Clive.
no, you dull and freeze the Surges instead of the Laswell from the Jill.
Yeah.
Just because it's slightly bigger. But you've got two 8k block. You've got an 8k and a 9k blocker. And a Prish about to come in. What does Prish do when it comes in? Freezes a forward and backup.
And a backup, yeah. Again, and also, just because it's after my own hat, it's a job monk.
Yeah, there you go. Isn't that one abhorrent one?
Yeah, abhorrent one and monk.
Oh, it's Mo. It's both.
Yeah,
Okay.
It is.
So Paul doesn't look like he drew another Clive.
That is unfortunate.
But
But that's it. It will be the handshake and a heavy one. We went with the Kuja. Mick just calling it there. Oh, what a game played by both. What have we got left on the time, actually? We still got 15 minutes. We've got plenty of time for an interview with Paul there. So, guys, we will do a quick BR back, and we will get Paul on over.
catch you again shortly.
And here he is, winner of round one, Big Bad Paul himself.
Me?
Loving that deck so far.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's my pet deck. I mean, I don't think it's going to set the meta alight. There's plenty out there that just gets rid of it. I haven't had time to really practice for the Winter Cup as much as I'd like, so I'm playing something fun, something simple, something that I like, and something with a bunch of new stuff in it, so
And in
that ticks all the
elements
boxes.
that
Yeah,
you're used to as well, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
we were saying
yeah, definitely.
Ice Lightning is a bit of a staple of yours. And obviously you had that really epic summer match with Mick to win
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
the
It's-
regional there.
Yeah, no, we reminisce about that quite a bit. It's like basically mine and Mickey's kitchen table locals, but with more steps. It was great.
Yeah, exactly. And they were some fun games. So,
Yeah, man.
any sort of matchups that you're particularly worried about with this deck then going into the weekend?
Mono water. I mean everyone and their dogs play in that, so I mean that's going to come up a lot. My plan is just to haste aggro and hope they don't have time to build up.
I love it.
If you're a mono water player, please do not listen to what I just said.
Yeah.
But
Just kick them while they're under the table.
just hope they don't draw good cards.
Yeah, because I know
Solid plan.
You've got some monster removal in there. I know we discussed beforehand. You were talking of potentially adding the 3-drop Rammer.
Yeah, at the moment, my only monster removal is Irvine's S effect. I found throughout my testing, as little as I did, that putting in things to stop monsters is nice, but I find that the better strategy is probably just to aggro out a mono water, because they're, heavy control. They need at least 3 or 4 turns to build up. I mean, they might have a good few ruse there, saying he pretended he didn't hear that. But
if you're playing mono water anyway, you got no soul, no soul.
It's true. It's true. Scientific fact. I can't argue with that. But yeah. Basically, I found that my deck is better at just trying to be as quick aggro out the board as it can against big control, rather than trying to play on its level and build up resources, because they will just build up more resources over time, no matter how efficiently I play my deck. My deck's just not designed to be that kind of way.
Yeah.
So
I suppose the big question is then, how good are you at dodging EXs?
we'll see. Mick doesn't play any, so that was a good start.
That helped. Yeah, we did manage to at least get the one Odin from you. So
yeah. That was unnecessary. I mean, I don't know whether I should have activated it, because, well, obviously, retroactively it doesn't matter. I won the game, but yeah, the fact that it was the flan that gets him another flan anyway. But me hitting Irvine was good because then I could just turn off Mickey's threat of flan.
Yeah.
Say that fast 3 times.
Yeah, because you hit at least 4, but I think maybe 6 in total.
I think I
wrong.
think I took 4 out, and I know for a fact I took out 2 of the one that enable the from break effect. So Mickey really needed to see yet one more. Yeah, and I also saw my Ifrits quite early, and in fact I'd seen all 3 of them by the time I'd gotten one Clive into play. So I was just going to play Clive as a haste body draw cards.
Sure, that would explain a lot, because like that last one we were kind of expecting you to prime into it, but we'd only seen 2. But
there were 2 in break, and I believe my first damage was an Ifrit. I'm pretty sure if I wind the tape back and there was an Ifrit in deck, then I'm a silly boy, and please punish me appropriately.
So we knew at least 1 in break and 1 damage one. I didn't realise you might have had that third.
I think it might have even been in hand when I made that decision, and it's like, well, it's in hand now. I don't run Joshua, so that's my chance of ever priming into it gone.
Should have just hard cast it.
Oh. maybe I don't know. Clive felt like the better play, just because it would net me more cards in the long run, and then I got quite lucky at the end where Mickey had 2 blockers, and I was able to mitigate that with Kuja and then a top deck Matthias.
Yeah. So no harm, no foul, just straight win.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Well,
Sergi swing for win, as it do.
It's better than like Leo draw then swing for win. That seems like the most.
Yeah. I know, right? I mean, yeah. Good times.
Hey, guys, we are going to take a short break now. Obviously, while we're waiting on round 2, see what's happening in the room, bring you some updates with that. Obviously, Paul, good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Catch you all there as well. So we will
see you there.
Back shortly. Alrighty, guys, we are back with round 2. Ben on the right with 4-color, what he's calling soup, against Morgan playing soiree, so more 4-color.
So 4-color versus 5-color in Soiree's case. It's got lightning in it.
You're not
I think
wrong.
Merald is the only lightning card, but it's got lightning in it.
Yeah, although the amount of times that card has messed me up because it is lightning really sucks.
It gives you access to play that Cloud LB and stuff as well, alongside the Chantoto.
We might also see a lot of EXs, so there might be a lot of Never Punish flashed up on screen. You never know.
By the time it fades away, you'll need to pop it again.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, when I spoke to Ben, he just said it's generic 4-color good stuff, and I had a quick skim through the cards he's got. Obviously 4-color walls in there, but there's some cards I didn't expect to see in there, so I'll see if those pop up during the game.
You've tickled my fancy. What have we got?
So I think it's like the Opus 3 VV that shoots something for 5k and it's a
Oh,
backup,
yeah,
and there's cards like that in there that I was like, didn't think I'd see those.
Yeah, that's interesting. Going really old school there then.
But I know I've been chatting to a couple of people about like just this generic 4-color good stuff deck, and you just get a lot of EX bursts and things like that.
Well, talking of EXs, we've already seen a few.
That's 3 gone, so Claris into King Tycoon.
Yep.
I'm curious how much this ends up just being like a generic 4-color deck that's got like 1 or 2 extra cards in, as opposed to what I was told, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But I definitely saw VV in there.
Well, Morgan is a bit worried about using Soiree this weekend, but he's gonna...
It's between that and Cat 6, I think.
Yeah, I think the Cat 6 is definitely more consistent, but feels worse.
Warrior of Light for Shinju, though.
He's got plenty of recursion, that's fine.
Yeah, but if you get Mistdragoned, especially when you're sat with Neo X Def in hand.
Yeah, but I think you're probably fine if you're that worried about a Mistdragon for one wall.
And Shinju, the card that I wish all of the backup engines for the decks I play could have.
Same. Same.
It
Still
just
waiting for a
doesn't.
cadet version. That's all I'm saying.
And they've got the perfect name, which is just Auracia.
Yeah.
They but whatever.
Yeah. So tell us in the comments, guys, who are you rooting for here? Is it going to be Ben or is it going to be
So
Morgan?
going straight into the Tyro, what do you get here?
Something that gets you like onto another
Or-
backup somehow,
Yeah, or just some win CP so you can play the King Tycoon.
potentially. Perhaps Ark here if we're going to.
Yeah, is that the new Yashola?
That does look like the new Ishtola.
It's got some trombones. I think that's the only character that's got trombones.
It's
Definitely
actually
is the new
cymbals, not
Yashola.
trombones.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So grabbing Wall, so potentially could be for the win CP or just to get ready to do it. This card's never going to go away, is it?
It's really
That
not.
4-color Wall.
Well, it's being reprinted again, right?
No, shh. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, we do. We have to.
There's going to be a big signature version.
Oh yeah. And do you know what's going to happen? Is I'm going to pull one, and then it's going to get banned. That's what's going to happen.
Oh no. I mean, if you pulling it is what it takes to get it banned, I'm fine with that.
Well, it was like a few when they did the last batch of bans was the tournament I was playing Doga, and they were like, "Well, Doga's banned, also Sophie's limited," and I just went 2 weeks before a tournament.
What do I
What are
play?
you gonna do? And that's how I ended up with monks.
See, and that's why the decks I play are never good enough to have a card banned in.
Skill issue, mate.
As much as some people down here have said that, I think that when they complained about the Squall when I first started playing it.
It's not the Squall. It's that the one that Dolph freezes.
It's the Queezers,
Yeah,
which I said
that
I
thing
consistently said was the best card in that set. So Tyro into Arc. Arc's not online from Tyro because he just taps for any colour, right? Whereas Chantoto is just every colour at the same time.
I'm very shocked that we went for an Arc there because we've got.
And just passing.
Yeah, we've got
I'm not sure if he's getting ready to like bash next turn into an Amber or something.
that would be good because then we can go into getting the
Elvis or Merald or... It doesn't search Madame Adele, does it? It just searches...
I think no, I don't think it does. It's
been a long time since I've seen Soiree cards.
Yeah, well, I've seen them a little bit sooner than, well, at least closer in time to you.
So yeah, going into King Tycoon, pitch and Cecil to grab Lena, and then you're immediately 4 colours online.
It does search Madame Adele.
It's Madame Adele or a Job Soiree member, yeah.
Well, Ben definitely in the lead.
And then
with
yeah,
his
6 drop
backups,
levy for Lena. There's a lot of EX bursts he's played and binned though.
Yeah.
Right, so what's Morgan gonna do?
And he's got the Madame Adele. Could we now bash into get
Amber,
Yeah.
pitch for Madame Adele, play. and then
But-
play the amber off of it.
Yeah, you've got to be wary that you are against Earth, so there is a potential for Mist Dragon.
And there's definitely a 4-colour wall coming in immediately on Ben's turn.
Oh, well, we already have the Amber, so Morgan playing around the fact.
So grab the Merald, or do you want...
Yeah, no, we're going to Elvis, though.
Well, the Elvis I'd definitely hold for next turn.
Yeah, is there something that we could have perhaps played, like perhaps the Wind Soiree backup, if there was the option?
Lexa.
Yeah, which
Well, you've got to play something else, because you've got too many cards in hand.
seems like a waste to do that now.
And still holding on to that Neo X stuff. 4 from Madame Adele.
Oh, no.
Elvis says opponent's forward, right?
I don't know.
Well, she won't take damage anyway.
She does.
Oh, yes, she does. Please tell me it says...
Choose one
Bonus
forward.
controls.
Oh, okay. We avoided disaster.
I know that's come up a few times. I think Jacko had a story at one of the events he played at where his opponent clouded, but the only target was their own forward. But yeah, I feel like the 4-colour wall's telegraph, so I would have just held on to the Elvis here.
I think I agree with you. You could
There
have
you go.
easily
There's the VV. Best boy.
could have definitely kept hold of the or taken one damage and not had it be a problem.
Might have hit any X burst.
But now, if we do hit in the X burst, we do at least kill the wall.
Oh, Cecil. Do some tax plays.
I'm gonna get ready with my Never Punished.
And immediately going into...
Yeah, into the Ifrit. Goodbye.
Oh god, yes, Cecil free playing the Clive is quite nice.
That is, yeah, I didn't consider that one actually.
And yeah, my VV in the deck that immediately gets discarded, and now I'm sad.
VV is best boy.
So that is 2 points of damage Morgan's taken this turn.
Yep. Well, there
Arc
is an
is
EX.
a nice EX
Wait.
burst.
Never punished.
Well, it's value for both sides, because Ben gets to draw as well.
Did he draw?
Yes.
Good. 'Cause we can't miss those triggers.
So what do you grab here? Vesvia and Merald are obviously nice choices. Amber you've already played. You can't choose Merald because it's Arc. So it's Vesvia, Vesvia, Amber, or Thornton.
Yeah, going with.
Amber.
We have really got to hope we top deck a Shantato, I think.
Shinju is the next point damage. That's fine.
Well,
Mist Dragon and Vesvia.
Vesvia,
Vesvia does draw you 2.
wow, we have Shantato in hand.
Oh yeah, just play that.
Yeah, absolutely, just play that. So that's why we took the Merald then, just in case.
The Amber.
That one too. Look, they all sound the same, alright? We all know it.
Whoa. You can't say that about these fictional characters.
The one thing people also, like, I know Jacko will definitely get annoyed by is when they only tap the Ifrit and not the Clive.
Oh yeah, it should be both.
Yeah.
It should be both.
I'm not sure.
And I always have mine overhang the card slightly so you can see the Clive name at the top and then Ifrit's directly
I'm
below.
not sure what the official rules are on that.
I don't think there is one.
Okay.
I'm waiting until we get dual-sided cards, like Magic. So you just go flipping around.
I don't want to be having to dig into sleeves all the time. That's what I'm
So 4 for Arc. Grab
Oof.
the Femelda.
full out from Elder.
Didn't even need to choose between them. It was Soul Femelda, take Femelda.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
This is she has been such a good card that I think hasn't seen enough play.
As soon as I saw it, was like, that's going in my Soiree deck.
Yeah.
But then Soiree's just got dumped on. So
Because especially with like a lot of the decks that are playing her will have Shantoto in, which just means it just works immediately.
when you draw a double Amat. Ugh.
And you just am at the Femelda when it tries to do something.
Well, I see your rack. I raise you another.
Madame Adele.
The thing is, we got a Vesvia target. I would still be inclined to take the Merald, though, to be honest.
Well, Madame Adele can still play the Vesvia,
Wait.
which is obviously...
He can't take the Merald.
No.
So, yeah, the Man of Adele is probably it then. Because the rest are all the experts.
And it's playing you, you can pitch the Vesvia to play it.
Yeah, this is true. Oh, did he already get rid of the Vesvia?
It should be in break then.
Yeah. Well, he has chosen the Man of Adele. He's just choosing the order. Yeah, put all the X's on top, mate. That's the right way to do it.
So when we go another 40 cards in, you're going to hit them.
Yep. Well, doesn't seem sure.
You discard an Ami and an EOX stuff here, I think, right, for Madame Adele?
Why are you... He's overpaying for it, though. I don't...
Tyra has to stay up for you to be able to Ami.
Yeah. You basically, I...
No, we're paying 5.
would have just ditched the Neo X Death.
Why is he paying 5?
Because he used the Earth to pay for it, but then...
But does Shinju not let you pay for Madame Adele as well?
Don't think so.
Is it only for Job Soiree members?
I think so. Let's see it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is, yeah.
Still, though, I would have just been inclined to discard the Neo X Death.
And get Smith Dragon on the stack, which was a bit of a problem.
Yeah, not great for Morgan right now, but...
And you don't have enough CP to Ami if something nasty comes in here from Ben.
No, exactly. That's why you needed that Tyro up.
Which is going to be the Fremelda. And you do have 4 colours up, so you can free play something or do 8k power reduction.
Oh, he's got Ishtola in hand as well, so in theory we could play the Fremelda, play the Ishtola.
So the VV's going to shoot something for 5, which will be the Arc, because it won't do... Oh no, you can damage the Madame Adele, can't it?
Yep. Well, at least we finally get to see this old school VV hit the
I love
board.
it. It goes in my commons deck. Such a good card.
It is great. 2 CP, deal 5.
Yep.
Oh, we are going...
If that was a
into
card
that.
printed now, though, it would say 2 CP, deal 8 or something
yeah.
like that.
No, so we went to combat and power reduced all the way down.
Ooh,
never
Kusif
punished.
straight back
It's
for the
happening
Madame
again.
Adele.
Never punished.
Is it being triggered? I don't think it is. It's not being triggered.
No, slightly punished then because I guess the Lena is going to stop giving those options out.
Alright, what's Morgan drawing here? She finally drew 4 colour wall, so he can play it.
Well, that's one. Let's draw a card.
Reactivate draw. Fremelda.
Fremelda.
Fremelda into the Zidane is not a bad shout.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Fremelda killed their Fremelda,
Or that, yeah.
which I'd be more inclined to do because otherwise it fires back and you lose. Yeah, there you
Yep,
go.
there you
Minus 16k power, I think, on that.
And you've buffed your own board up.
Yeah. Now attack.
14, right? It's 7 elements.
Ooh. Well,
No,
'cause
it
it's-
gets light and dark as well,
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
it's all of
so
them.
it is, yeah.
Well, there we go. The game has now evened up. Morgan pulling back with a really well timed from Elder there.
That's what somebody needs to do. Every time I play Shantos now, I'm going to be like, taps for dark CP when it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I do remember that a long time ago, someone came along and was like, oh, I can't tap my backups for dark CP. I'm like,
Yeah, you can.
yes, you can.
I remember that, yeah.
It's just colorless. Relax.
So, the weird thing I think to note on this game is we've not seen an LB card yet, I don't think.
No, and what would you expect to see used?
Just like Leo draws and stuff like that.
Yeah, other than that, I mean,
Tidus.
kind of sitting in a state now that if I'm Ben, I mean, you can't even really Shantoto LB.
Yeah, I don't think you have the RFCP now.
No, it would cost a lot. Cloud doesn't do anything. Leo draw, perhaps.
You can
but
Leo.
as we've seen, Ben has already gone through a lot of EXs.
Yep.
Now, I think we still have an Amat live in Morgan's hand here, so...
I think that's the endmost card that he's got, yeah.
Yeah.
It's ironic that they're both running a lot of EX bursts. Morgan has hit all 3 of his, and Ben's not hit either.
Nah, he's hit 2. He's hit 2. Shindo don't count.
Oh, yeah, he's hit so Morgan's hit 2 of 3, and Ben's hit 0 of 2.
But Morgan not being greedy and triggering the Crucif might have actually really hurt Ben here. But we're gonna try a Luna Freya.
Luna Freya!
No.
Oh, it's being ammied immediately.
Why didn't we keep why are we keeping hold of the Neo X Death?
What did we bin off for it? The Zidane.
Zidane.
Yeah.
Because the Tyro could attack for the fire. But
I mean, you had to ammy though. Just in
yeah,
case.
absolutely.
But yeah, the Neo X Def is being held a bit too hard.
But I would have absolutely have gotten rid of that.
So Morgan Leoing himself to draw Vesvia, which you probably immediately play to draw 2.
Yeah. Leaving some fire buckets open just to threaten.
I suppose Tyro is fine to keep up just so whatever you draw.
Never punish. He just drew a Zidane.
Well, there's no hand to interact with here, but there's another haster.
Yeah, exactly. This.
So you would have 4 attackers with the Zidane.
Yeah.
So it's not lethal.
No, so we'll probably sit on it for now. Although,
Yeah.
if we see a Zidane from Ben, then that could spell.
I suppose
trouble.
there's no harm in playing the Zidane, but just not swinging with it straight away. Because if you hit any X burst that lets Ben add something back or draw, you can then shift it.
No, we are going for it though.
How's he
You need to pay for it though,
paying
Morgan.
for it? Tap your cards. Tap your
Go
cards.
tell him.
Tap your cards.
Morgan forgetting yet again to pay for his Zdanes. When he do hit a never punished VV on damage 3 there. There you go. Oh, we're playing off the Femelda. That's... I would have just killed the Ark and paid for this.
I would have killed the Ark on the stack. But yeah.
But okay.
It's that problem with we can't hear with them saying go to combat or anything like
Yeah, exactly. Good hit on the effort there, taking it to damage 4. What we got?
So how many attackers you've got? You've got 2 more. Clive. Oh.
That is a good couple points of damage there.
And just not being greedy and passing? Okay.
See, again, we could have forced that to damage 6. Also, yeah, absolutely. Soiree were very fun when they come out. There's a lot of different ways you can
Yeah,
go
it's
about it.
all of the soiree I think are in there, so you
Yeah.
get lots of full arts to get hold of.
Please don't tell me that.
Well, you know.
That means I'm going to have to go digging for them as well. I didn't get them full shiny. I'm still looking for 1 amber.
There you go, you can get one now.
Yeah, but then I'm going to need 2 other full arts, otherwise it won't look cool.
We'll just only draw the full art one.
We know that's not going to happen. My luck ain't that good. Come on.
So, 4-colour wall, looking at LB. I'm not too sure what could come in here. I suppose Tidus is now online for both of them, if either of them can play it.
Yeah, do we have the CPU for Ben? We need 3 additional water.
So you need 3 water, which he can do as long as he's got 1 water card in hand. Because the Tyro can tap for it to play, and then the Lena's 1 plus 3.
Or do we potentially try for another Luna Freya here?
I mean, you've got enough EX bursts that can matter, right? Like Sips Drop Levy and things like that will be really good here.
He's got to do something because
the only target the Cloud kills is the Zidane or the Leo, and you ain't Cloud and kill the Leo.
No. I mean, Cloud killing Zidane is good.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't feel great nonetheless, but...
I get the feeling we are Luna Freya.
Well, that's 3.
Stepping 4.
No.
No, where's Cloud for Zidane?
Did he pay 4? Oh, yeah, attack the...
Yeah, Tyro and the other 3, yep.
Yeah, so that, I mean, you had to kill Zidane because you've got nothing that's blocking it at the moment.
No, and it's 7k, so Wall can't even ping it to death.
So, one of those tricksy cards.
The thing that's throwing me is everybody's board is actually 2k bigger.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Do you just take the trade?
I'm
Morgan's in the better spot.
Yeah, right? Although, do you maybe not and then force Femelda to kill it next turn?
It won't... Oh no, I suppose it will kill you.
It's a lot of damage, well, a lot of power reduction that it can do.
So attacking, no
Killing the-
block, kill the Leo on the stack.
So what is it? So 2k for each element, yes.
Does that kill?
What, 5k?
Why is the wall...
They trade.
Oh, they
with the
both
trade.
blocked.
Okay.
Okay.
But on the stack, we've killed the Leo. And that is it. Okay. So we just need
This
to
is just
squeeze
some
through
game... I mean, there's just lethal on board, right? Because the Femelda just kills one of the blockers.
to you just Neo X Death.
I mean, it's funny.
I think Morgan agrees with you.
It's just remove
So
two.
Choose 2.
Don't do
You
the
don't
don't do the
choose Shinju.
Shantoto.
Ugh.
And then get rid of all your Vords, and then 3 attackers per game.
Yeah.
EX burst, clear the board.
Choose 1 forward until the end of 2. Oh, he has to choose a player 4.
No, because you just choose play 1 forward of
Yeah.
4 or less
No,
and
no, no,
don't trigger. Oh, okay.
No, choose play 1 forward.
Yeah, you don't have to have one. It's fine. It still doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll go.
we're going in. We're being beckoned over. There does seem to be a question on the rule here. You don't need to have a card in hand to play. So, Morgan choosing the funny way to do things with a Neo X Death to blast away the last 2 remaining blockers. Oh, we do.
Kusif trigger.
I'm not going to throw up another punish for that
Why?
one because he's on damage 6. Come on now. Behave yourselves.
But yeah, it was the question of can you choose to not... Can you choose the effect that you then don't have a forward to play?
Yeah, because That's
It doesn't care what you have in hand when you're choosing that option. It just cares that you have one of the two to choose.
Yeah, well, Morgan putting on an absolute show there. Really well played with that timely from Elder to fire back. So, guys, we will. Well, what we got 10 minutes left on the round, so we do have time for an interview. Let's get Morgan back over here. And Jack, you can take this one. We'll be
Okie
right
dokie.
back.
And here we are with the winner of that game, Morgan, testing out Soiree.
It performed. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
No, I really am. That was a hell of a game.
It was a mirror match-ish. He didn't quite have the Soiree members, but four-colour versus four-colour.
I could have gone either way. He was. Ben was telling me there's a 27 EX burst in his list.
Yeah, we were counting the fact that you did not hit a lot of hits, and you were basically always getting triggers.
He literally he took the first 3 damage and went 27 in there, and I just felt.
Sometimes it just happens. I enjoyed my deck all the time where I had like one in there and it would always get hit.
Yeah.
But you held on to that Neo X death for the longest time. I think you had it in your starting hand, and then it was there at the end of the game to solidify it for you.
I held him like my newborn child, and I saw the future in that Neo X death, and he performed.
Yeah,
so now I don't need to have kids. I've already got one successful thing out there.
So what are you thinking of for this weekend? Is Soiree your way to go?
I'm terribly torn. I am so terribly torn between that and Cat 6. It's just what's fun. I'm not a big fan of On the Water. I have played it. I just didn't want to keep playing it. I didn't like the look of what else is on the table at the moment. Like Knights is okay. Knights is fun, but I couldn't find the cards. And it's a no from me for Chaos and Gigawall. So.
Yeah. There's some players that just don't want to play those at all.
No. So
it's a good philosophy with some people I speak to of like if the off chance you lose all of your games, what deck are you most happy to play? And then that's kind of the one that
that's it.
You go with. That's how I take my approach.
Yeah, you've got a reasonably safe time with a 4-color like Soiree, especially with Formelda, especially with.
It gives you a lot of tips and tricks and things you can do. Like each game is going to be a bit different.
Yeah.
Compared to slam this thing down, turn 1, go.
Yeah, and that's very much what Cat 6 is for me. I'm either slamming down big lock or little lock, and there's not much play variation. So I think it might be Soiree. I think that's what's to expect.
Well,
just have some fun.
you piloted pretty well that game there.
I was pretty confident. I'm glad I've had a lot of practice against Warriors Light. You know, it's seen its own fair sweep through the meta.
Any changes you'd make to the deck, or think it's fine as it is now? Asterisk might come out.
Play. I'm not getting with the speed of the game, I'm not getting 2 7 FFBEs in break quick enough in just a standard Soiree list to see Astrius' use for free.
I suppose a lot of the decks are either too quick for you to get that far set up or are running this dragon of their own.
I could turn those into 2 more EXs. I could turn those into Cactuars. I could be a
No
nuisance.
Cactuars in the deck?
No, and there could
6
be.
drop levy in the deck as well?
No.
So I didn't see that. Oh, okay.
So that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
so
There could be some
there's some
big-
good water cards in there that you
Yeah.
can get. Thornton, I suppose, as well.
He's
Is
in
a
there.
he's in there, yeah.
That is definitely in
So
there.
you've
yeah.
definitely got some EX burst slot that bumps that
I'm,
EX
I'm
burst
at
number up.
23, I think, myself. So between the soirees existing, I think it's they got 6. Then you slap in Tyro,
Yeah.
it's 9. Yeah, I got them at 23, 24.
Yeah. So those two, if you're finding they're not really being
Yeah,
that
yeah.
useful, I
Yeah,
suppose
I
they're something
think
that's easy
the
to
answer.
cut, and
Yeah.
they're not contributing to another set of the deck. It's
No,
just a card that benefits off of what
Yeah,
you're already playing.
It's just Behemoth K, but it's got a chance of being free.
Yes.
That's literally all I see it as. So outside of that, I'd rather just play Lightning and play Behemoth K.
Take it in. Take
yeah,
it in.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's BE, so
Yeah.
it
there
would
you go.
count. It would count towards something. But no, like honestly, it could have gone the other way. Ben, I could have been the one with no EXs, and Ben could have been the one with
Yeah.
with all of them. So I'm just glad that.
It's the joys of the X burst mechanic of
yeah.
the game. You either hit them or you don't, and
Exactly.
it feels bad or it feels good.
Yeah, so I'm just glad he was a really good sport about it, and I couldn't be more thankful that it turned out in my favour.
It was a different kind of 4-color deck though, with some of the cards you played. I never expect to see that VV back
No,
up.
that was weird. Yeah,
Or
shoot for
something in the
5k.
game.
I
Yeah.
was like, okay, but it's EX. It's
Yeah.
it's an option. It's
It's a fire backup as well. That's got EX on it as opposed to what the Edgar is doing,
Yeah.
especially if you're seeing it later in the game.
2 CP, and you can drop it next to wall for 10k.
Yeah,
Yes,
it lets wall
it's-
kill a lot more things.
Yeah, that's some options in itself. But we both went. We looked at each other then. The eye went 4-color arc. So we just raced.
Yeah,
to
a lot of your turns were very mirror matchy.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
quite funny. It was like
Tyro mirror,
yeah.
arc mirror. we just
Shinju
raced.
into Tyro, and it was like, okay, cool. I'll Claris into Tyro. And you play Arc. Oh, I'll play Arc.
Literally.
4 color. Is that okay?
From Elder. Oh, I'll do that too.
Yep, I'll do my own one.
And there was a good back and forth. So I do like playing with Ben. Good opponent, great mannerisms at the table as well. So again, I couldn't have asked for a better mirror in a way. Great, great game.
Thanks for that, and good luck with your next games today.
Thanks so much for having me, and thanks for watching, guys.
Bye,
Take care
everybody.
now.
We're back with round 3, which I will update now. We have got someone is claiming that they haven't been on stream for 2 months, so I've got Jack playing Mono Lightning against Preston, who also wanted to be on the stream.
Yeah, I can't say I remember the last time Jack's been on stream.
Well, I mean, it depends on who you're playing against.
It does.
I pick interesting matches, or at least what I think is going to be interesting.
So Preston on his signature wind ice, and you might not be able to properly see it in the camera, but he's got a fancy shirt he's had printed to
Show
match his
off your
deck.
jersey!
And Jack on the right playing Mono Lightning, which he's been getting to grips with over the last couple of weeks to a month, I think.
Yeah, exactly that. So while they're shuffling up, let's check out the comments. What we got? So, obviously, BM when he has lethal on board. What are you referring to there, Jonathan, with BM?
Bad manners is like, do you need to play it or not?
It's just
I
fun.
think you always go the way that guarantees you the least amount of problems, because you don't know if your opponent suddenly has a very cheap thing they can play that buffs their whole board or something like that. You want to guarantee you've got the game.
Yeah, and look, we're all friends around here, so we always go with what's fun more than anything else, let's be honest.
Again, this is tournament practice, ready for the weekend, so if you can take a game the correct way to end it out, you're going to do that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
A solid 1 on the roll from Preston.
Oh, that means that the Preston with the finger there going first. So he is on his typical wind dice, bit of cat 10 thrown in there against Mono Lightning, sort of.
Cat 10. I think it's just the standard Mono Lightning build with a little bit of fire in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Jack runs the Earth Yestola. I know he's got the dual element Yestola in there.
I think he is, yeah. So yeah,
It's getting more and more fire cards put into that Mono Lightning with Terra and Cloud and Yestola
It's just to fill out
and Alphano.
those EXs, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the main thing, and just so that you can like S effect the Lightning Cloud is me.
The Yestola's there for S effect. The Cloud is just it's a good card,
Yeah.
and the Alphano is because it's Cat 14.
Well, we're kicking off with Chocobo Sam.
Grabbing Fat Chocobo, which searches and plays another Chocobo,
Yeah.
which is Chocolate in this deck. I think that's the only
Probably,
option, isn't it?
Yeah, because it can't fetch summons, right?
No, I don't think so. I think yeah. And I think there's no forwards in the deck. It's always that one of you search for it now, and then next turn you immediately draw the Chocolate. So you go
That feels a little unfortunate, though.
pitching
Move
them. Mog 11 for a Mog 11.
Yeah.
That's one less S effect you can do. But I suppose there is recursion in this deck for 2 costs.
Mhm. Well, we do know, because this is a deck I think we've both played that Jack is playing, right? Based off of a list by Paul McAvoy. There's a lot of easy ways to get to 5 backups. So
Everybody seems to make their own twists ever so slightly on the deck that Paul gives us.
Yeah.
I know mine had a couple of changes. I don't know about when you
Well,
were running it.
because you went with the 3 Shinryu, right?
No, I did cut it down back down to
okay.
2 eventually, but I had a couple of other minor changes I did. It's just like up or downing number of certain cards.
Well, I'm pretty sure Jack is playing this card for card as to what Paul's giving him. So
Fair enough.
2 Shinryu will be in there.
So President Shimmer straight into Reno. The choice that you always go with first, because Rude is a bit worse.
You don't say.
And I think all the backups in this deck are even costed,
Yeah,
so you always want to hit 2 straight away.
Should absolutely play this second. Oh, I
And-
wouldn't get rid of backups to do it though.
Weaver for a mid. I would. You could have just played the Armorer for free.
Yeah. So I think what we could have actually done there is just played the Rude, play on curve next turn, then play the Armorer, and probably gone to 5 backups. really
Yeah,
easy there.
yes.
Um,
And then at least when you're at the 4 there, you can always Luso after that to get your 5th one.
yeah. So this is that mid.
So tap 1 and break it any time to get a forward of cost 4 or less back from break zone.
Yeah.
And if it's Sidolphus, it just plays it to field.
And also playing, immediately ditching the
Y'shtola.
Y'shtola is a bit brave, but obviously
It's
we're
ready for Alizé.
yeah, and we're against wind, so there's not exactly much in the way of break zone interaction.
But a Mateus out for the I can't remember what the Moogle name is for the ice into wind one, but that one.
Class something.
Yes, it's class something Moogle. So
So
Luso for the
picking again. See, we could have been on 5 backups.
with
right
the
now.
2 armorers, not armorers, weavers.
Yeah.
But there is a Sidolphus in break zone now, so that mid can always search and free play.
I did always find this sort of mono lightning deck does get a little bit clunky at some time. Especially around the mid game.
The mid game I found was rough if you ever double draw backups.
Yeah, which happened a lot. I found.
Yes. But your LB deck does kind of offset that, and your LB deck was designed that there was always almost something to play.
Yeah, that Gilgamesh, the newer one, really good card.
I'll just remove 2 anytime you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem that Mono Lightning's had at the moment is it just struggles into Mono Water, which
Yeah.
is popular. So Sid Haze out, and then 1 dropping Asura to add back Moogle 11, and then we're going to
Well-
S-Effect Moogle.
Sid Haze is one of those cards that has got way too much text on it.
So what do we get here? Because we still need a 3rd cast to trigger Sid Haze.
Oh, we got some Preston fans in the chat. Clearly, they didn't go to Specsavers.
I mean, some people like Preston, right?
Yeah, we all love Preston. Thank you, though, guys. That sounded worse than it should have.
It probably did, yeah, I didn't mean that.
But thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Preston putting on a show right now. That is a lovely tech card that he loves as well.
He got it signed as well, I believe, because he was doing Gunslinger against somebody, and it's a nice story he tells for it.
Yeah.
Where he knew they had Ami, but they kept refusing to do it. He's like, right, fine, I'm gonna get this far, stop, and they'll be like, oh, okay.
Enter.
Oh, Luso. Oh, whoops, I can't Ami it anymore.
Yeah, really well played at the time.
And it's a May trigger as well, so you can always hold it until the turn you want it.
Yeah, exactly. So we've broken
Cloud
the
for the
Sid
Sid.
Haze with the Cloud. We can now attack in with the Luso.
So what did the Sid Dullen free? It was just 2 backups.
Probably backups, I would have thought.
Missed that.
Again, showing though this Cloud. Oh, great hit. If I could see 3 Zidans go into that break zone, I would be so happy.
I suppose it doesn't have amazing stuff it can steal from Mono Lightning for the most part, because like if you steal the Cat 14 stuff, it doesn't do too much.
To be honest though, I mean, even if you steal...
It's more just it's not there in your opponent's deck anymore.
If you steal an Ishtola, if you steal, especially the Earth Ishtola, if you steal any sort of like Odin or something like that, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah. I suppose the 5-cost Odin is the best one because you can immediately damage 5.
Irvin now, we're gonna tag it too.
Oh, it's not a full art Irvin. I'm hurt. It hurts.
Look, you're like the only person I know with full art Irvins, okay?
No, people keep asking for them.
No. They don't exist. Only you took them all.
So I don't know if getting rid of Sid Haze is the right choice here, because I don't believe there's recursion in the deck
No,
for it.
I would have absolutely have chosen the Mog
Yes.
as one of them, but...
Chokamog,
in
grabbing
response
the extra Moogle 11 and then S affecting.
Yeah, so now we target both of those. Get them
On the
gone.
swing, they need to be
Yeah.
gone, yeah. What are you grabbing here, Rosa or Fina?
Ooh. So we're just going to cancel.
So they've not gone to combat yet, but
No,
I'm
I think
assuming...
we did that on the stack of the first target, so...
Oh, okay.
So
it stops it getting haste.
It does.
Yes,
But
yeah.
we can still put them to damage 3.
Yes, between the Luso and the Cloud.
But that was a Sophie, is it? I believe.
Sophie?
Nope.
Fina.
Fina, that's the one. I always get stuff confused.
And then it's the...
That chick.
Nope,
Oh.
that's... You've not...
Oh, it doesn't
grabbed
matter.
the Sophie that
It
nobody's
doesn't, look,
played.
it doesn't matter, because now never punished.
EX Bustu! What did you get off the Chokamog here? Because no Moogle 11's left. Because what options are there? Can it search summons?
I don't think it can.
Because I thought it searched for a Chocobo or Moogle, but it might say job, in which case the summons don't have a job.
Mog, this one. No, search for
Job, yeah. So you can't search the summons.
Yeah, exactly. So, we've gone with a bit of ICP.
I think that was the only target left in the deck.
So, swing in. Did we not attack with the Cloud?
I think the Cloud stayed up. Or did it come in that turn? No, it definitely
No,
didn't come in that turn. I suppose just keeping up blockers. I don't think there's any damage 3 triggers that...
The problem is you're playing Lightning, you don't care if you hit an EX burst.
No, that is true. Gets a summon back. Grab back Asura. Pay 1. Grab back Luso.
No, we're going
Mog,
after the
yep.
Mog.
Yeah, that Irvine needs to get rid of them.
Yeah. I mean, it was probably really well played by Preston to use the Fina there.
But what can you play here? Because you only got 2 CP up, or are you just keeping a Sid Haze ready for next turn?
Well, people are asking if that Moogle is a job Moogle.
I believe it is.
Class.
I think
This
it's that
one?
one, yeah. Yeah, job
Yeah.
Moogle.
It is indeed.
I don't think there's a Moogle that isn't job Moogle other than Good King Mog, because
yeah.
he's a primal.
Yeah. But there we go. So again, Preston, it seems like a really close game though. Both firing off pretty quickly, but
I'm curious what he's searching for here. Because my initial instinct is it's the Sid Hayes or Zidane.
Sid Hayes would probably make most sense. to
But
allow.
Zidane, it would only be your second cast. No, it would be your third cast.
Mm.
So you would have haste as well, but obviously
Yeah, because
you
you
get
need to
just get blocked.
you need to start doing something. Because Preston is
Or,
effectively playing
yeah.
empty-handed. So
Rosa for next turn, something like that.
the
You
problem-
should.
He can't really take his foot off the gas though either, because if he slows down at all, Jack could overrun him.
Yeah, I wonder if there's Jack's got anything ready to go as well. With obviously 3 backups up, that could be.
It looks like Preston just not quite sure what it takes here. What we ultimately decided though. What?
Belgramine, okay.
Interesting. We do know he uses this to great effect to bottom some decks, bottom some cards to the bottom.
I think combining this with the Citra as well, it can do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
A card that definitely went into a lot of mono index.
The problem is with this card, all I can think is that Gordon Ramsay, what are you? An idiot sandwich?
There's the big dome discs either side of her head.
Yeah.
It's for me. This is one of those cards of like I'm enjoying seeing that they're finally doing like the expanded cast on a bunch of games.
Oof. Well, there's one. We're going to Alexander.
So that is cast 2 for a summon.
Oh, we've got S effect on the cloud.
Oh, what a
Boom.
go! That's what the CP stayed up for. Deals point damage and takes the Belgramine out.
That is really well played by Jack there.
That LB cloud, the tap S is so good.
It just
It's
does
so
come out
good.
of nowhere. Like.
Yeah. In fact, it deals point damage as well.
Yeah.
Like, so that is why he didn't attack with the cloud last turn.
Exactly. Now we know. So, effectively, 2 for 1. But we are going to get rid of the
So
Irving
Victoria
Suarez,
into the Irvine.
Oh, we have made it to Lako Laboko.
So what is this?
And we're going with...
I can't remember how he actually works.
I'm trying to find it, but I don't actually know how to spell it.
L-E-H, I believe.
There it is, yeah. Lako Laboko. So, at the end of your turns, if you cast 3 or 4 cards this turn, you may put it into the break zone. If you do, search one character 4 or less, play it onto the field. At the end of each of your turns, if you've cast 5 or more cards, you may put
And
it
then
into
now
the
we get the Citra trigger, yeah.
search one character of 8 or less. But again, though, Jack doing okay. He needs that 5th backup just to...
Is the Citra not free casting something? Oh, it did the Mateus? To freeze all the
yeah.
backups, yeah. So any present shimmers up.
That is unfortunate. Jack with only
I
2
don't know
in
what
hand
he's
now, though.
drew. I think this might just potentially have to just be a pass turn from Jack.
Honestly, you could, as long as he hasn't drawn Shinryu, you could just do LB Gilgamesh here.
Yeah. Remove the two remove the 2 Moogles.
Yeah, really slow down Preston in that sense.
You're just getting to that point now. If Preston's suddenly able to start casting a couple of summons a turn, you could be in real trouble.
Yeah. But at the same time, that 10k ice forward there, I can't.
She's 7k. She's 10k if your opponent has no cards in hand.
Oh, right, okay, so at the moment it's fine.
So Jack's got 5 CP to play with. What LB cards have we got? Cloud obviously we can't do.
No.
Gilgamesh is available. Lightning doesn't really do that much at the moment.
I mean, if we had backups open and there was a Shinryu there, well, we have just passed. I'm very surprised by that. We could have...
I mean, if we've got Shimryu here, you're just blocking to lose forwards.
Do we have another Cloud S effect?
Oh, please. Oh, yes! Oh, what a go. What are you S affecting here, though? It should be the Citra, right?
That's fine. So take a point of damage. Is that the X burst?
Yeah, it is. It does it per character you've got or per wind character you've got. It's the other Chokamog.
Oof, there's the Sid Hayes. Now
Not
this,
killing the Luso with it, though?
no, I think we wanted to try and target the Cloud, but oh my god, another S effect from Jack there.
It's so good. I love seeing it.
He is now on top deck mode though, and as we know, this
Yes.
deck can get a bit clunky if we start drawing backups.
And if you draw like Cymru here as well, it could be a bit rough.
But
Your backups will be open.
yeah, well, I don't know, will they? Because Sid Hayes is coming.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good point again. Sid Hayes, just such a good card.
Yep, exactly. Wall of text on it.
Which basically sums down to dull and freeze 2 things every turn.
Pretty much.
So tapping. I can't quite tell what Preston's got in hand other than the Sid Hayes.
No, not quite seen it myself there either.
So the Sid Hayes coming in, and this will obviously be cast 2. So you need 1 more for the trigger, and you've got a reduced cost of 2 for the next thing you play. I don't think we're going to get to a Luso turn this game.
No, I don't think his deck actually relies on Luso too
No,
heavily.
but we've not seen like Rosa or Atomos or Evra, anything like that. All that reactivation is something we've kind of missed. Reduced cost by 2. Is it Zidane?
No, it is Luso.
So
that's
Luso
cast
draw.
3. Don't think we're going to get much more out of it.
So
than
what
that,
do you
no.
dull and freeze here?
I think we keep the backups down, to be honest.
Are we
Now,
not dull and freeze? I assume they've dull and froze something.
Now, if I'm Jack, knowing that I have Shinryu in deck, I'm definitely taking a block with Luso.
Mhm.
Oh, that's painful.
Oh, yeah,
though.
that would have been nice to hit.
That is painful, because that,
Yeah, 2 more backups shut down.
had we had
Well,
taken the block...
He needs to block with the Luso anyway to be allowed to play the Shinryu.
Exactly. But not only that, it would have obviously prevented the point of damage.
Yes, yeah.
And obviously...
Then you would have drew that Shinryu,
Yeah.
which would have only cost 2.
Yeah, and that's
You wouldn't have been able to ass effect though. You wouldn't have enough CP.
No. Okay, so we've got...
Astinian and 9 CP Odin.
Looks like it.
So you can either warp Astinian or you could cast 9 CP Odin. You can't do both. I think I'd warp the Astinian and just pass the turn.
Yeah. We've got to be very careful, though.
And you just leave the other 2 up as... Well, the Luso at least needs to be able to block. But you want to be careful it doesn't get doled down
Yeah,
by
we
the Sid Hayes.
We should definitely go in with the cloud. Oh,
Another EX burst.
I'm not putting up a never punish.
Why not?
I refuse. Because it's Storm. Storm don't deserve it.
It's not really been storming off this game, to be
No.
fair to it.
No, Jack has been doing wonders with that S effect on the cloud.
Yeah.
Also, guys, do let us know if you actually like the never punish pop up or not, because I know it probably can be quite annoying. So let us know if you.
We'd have to do it for very key ones.
Yeah. Although knowing my luck, one time it's going to be a game of like 7 EXs.
Yeah.
Never punished.
Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, and there's a Toto.
Rosa into Shantoto, which it does only cost 1. What are we getting back?
Now I think.
Citra?
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense. Now you've got to think that with
then-
Shinryu being gone.
Playing the Citra is cast 3, and then you can immediately cast the summon on Citra as well as reactivate on the Rosa.
Yeah. Oh. Well, we said that we didn't think it had stormed off. It has now.
This is the storm turn.
Yeah.
This is very much the storm turn.
Problem is though, is Jack absolutely is
So it lets you search and play a summon of cost 3 or less for free.
Alexander potentially
Draws you 2.
Yeah.
Gacha Messia, the signature card.
Yep. No.
Mateus to dull and draw a card.
Yeah, you gotta think.
And then
now.
that's cast 4 as well, so 1 more and your top deck revealing with Rosa pay 3. Nope, pay 1,
Well,
draw 2.
Draw 2.
And then
Alexander.
flip.
So we are getting.
It is the Rosa trigger now, right?
No, I think we got 1 more.
No, because it was
Is it?
Rosa, Shantoto, Citra, Alexander, and then I think so, yeah.
Is Rosa a Yume as well?
No, it's a must.
Yeah. So he must do it now. Here we go.
I guess I must have just miscounted.
And it's an Atomos. That's just mean.
It doesn't do anything.
No, but for next turn, if it happens to
Yes.
go there.
The fact that there was a board of like 3 forwards, and now there's a board of 8 forwards and a monster.
Yeah. Oh, well, we hit an Aranea on EX Burst.
Never punished.
Go on, I'll throw it up for that one, because I'm not biased or nothing.
It's got Earth attached to it.
And then we hit, is that an Odin? We're gonna,
5-drop Odin.
I would, no, break the Rosa. You've got to break the Rosa.
It's the best opportunity to kill the Rosa here,
break
yeah.
the Rosa.
But the Magna does have haste, which is probably part of the reason why.
Yeah. How many more are we going to take? Only 2 more points of damage. Though.
Victora and Magma, so put you
yeah,
5.
so I think we're good to break the Rosa there.
5 is also fine because it means you've got Odin online, but I think this is probably game.
Possibly. We hit another EX burst.
Kill the Luso or the Atomos. I'd kill the Atomos as a blocker. So Preston's on 5 and Jack's on 5, but Jack will have 4 attackers next turn.
But
and
he's going to be surviving on 2 cards in hand and only 2.
Yeah, but Preston only has 3 blockers. If you can remove a blocker...
Well, we've got 2 attacks from...
That's what I mean. You've got Jack's got 4 attackers against 3 blockers. So if there's
we need
a single removal
yeah.
you have, you have this. And that's a 5-cost Odin in hand.
Which costs 2.
Yeah, you've
got this.
You've got this. No.
Wait, what are we doing?
I think he's going to combat. So it will do...
-2.
I think there's 2k for each win character you've got. Or is it each yeah.
Okay.
And he's not attacked, so it'll be a lot of damage. So that kills the Estinian.
That is unfortunate.
And I think that probably swings it straight back round for Preston's game.
Yeah, we are going to try, though. Good. Oh, man.
Citra on the stack. And yeah, the Cloud's going to be only 6k now as well because of the 2k power reduction from Citra.
Yeah.
So you can't even swing in.
That is unfortunate. There's not really much I think Jack can do now.
It's been a very... Considering how much Preston was able to pop off those last 2 turns is definitely... He's kept that very far in.
Yeah, and Victoria will be 10k, so we can't exactly tackle
It'll be 7 still.
Oh yeah, sorry, got 1 in hand.
But
yeah.
the Cloud, I think, is only 6k, so it can't swing in.
Yeah. I think damage done. We've got 8 minutes on the clock, so there's no chance of going to time. I think this is all she wrote.
Yes. Yeah, there's not enough. There's no EX burst that will really help here because, as it stands, there's 5 attackers into 2 blockers.
Yeah, I don't think there was any way Jack could have done anything different there.
He needed the Estinian to be able to swing. If the Estinian wasn't killed there, that was game for Jack.
I think the only way you do it is on the removal of the counter. Could you then cast the summon?
Yeah, but it wouldn't matter. It was still killing the Estinian.
Well, no, because it would have not entered play yet. That's what I'm saying. Could you do?
Oh, on the warp entry of
So
yeah,
the
but
counter
obviously
gets
Jack has no idea that Dan has that in hand.
No, true, but I mean,
and then
you know that's your win condition.
Yeah, but
so I think if you needed to protect it, you would sort of cast it anyway.
But Dan's just going to hold the Chocomog until the Estinian hits the field.
Yeah.
Because even if you kill 1 forward on the stack, there's still enough here because it's 1k per. So even with 1 gone, that's still 9k.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So
I think though
the Estinian's in that worrying spot of he's 8k until he is.
Yeah, exactly that.
Is the joys I have of Irvine. If it's like he's big, except for all of the times that he's not big.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're just like, oh, 7k kills it, and you're like, oh, but he should be bigger than that.
Yeah, at least let me attack once, please. Yeah. It's funny though because
I'm a grower. It happens when I attack.
I have absolutely, in order to get to damage 1 with my monks list, is take the first point of damage and then still kill it on 18k with a monk. Because I just do silly things.
just to prove a point.
Yeah.
Like how big it gets, I'm gonna kill it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you can pay 1 for Nyx. Does that hold out?
I don't think it does.
I
because
would say yes if it wasn't for the fact that Preston has ice, which immediately means he has surges in his LB deck.
True. True. So I think what you gotta do is, if by some miracle you don't get dulled before the attack, you you take the first point of damage and pray to God it's an EX burst.
Yes. Don't know what Preston's drew here. 4 CP, 3 CP. Rosa.
Rosa.
Tap 1 for an Evray. Untap. Tap, discard, surges. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's also cast 3, which untaps them all.
So yeah, you dole
Yeah.
down the next. Yeah.
And then reactivate with the Rosa, if I'm not mistaken. I am cast counting, right?
Yeah, that's
Rosa, Evray, surges.
Yeah, it's casting.
Yes.
But I don't think we care.
No, but if EX burst, add back a summon,
Doesn't
reduces cost
matter.
by 2, you can't afford it.
You can. You get Odin. Odin's reduced.
Terra doesn't say to
Yeah.
Terra says to minimum
no.
1. I can't tell if they're frozen or they're just Jack
No.
just paused very
Yeah.
very carefully in place.
Yeah, guys, your screens are not broken.
Yeah,
Stream is not frozen.
can't afford the there's nothing he can afford.
No, it's over.
Block or just take the damage. Go out on your own terms.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna.
Oh, the
attack.
party attack.
Boo, boo, Wendy, boo.
I suppose you had to. If only you had a way of giving Cloud first strike somehow out of nowhere.
Well,
It's a long, hard thought.
yeah.
About
I don't know
happens
what you're
here.
thinking about here. It's it literally don't matter. You either block. I mean, all that's happening is they're going to stop us doing an interview. That's all it is.
And then the Terra comes in for the last point damage.
Well, that was a good game.
Well, we've got to have Preston. We've got to show off his shirt.
You can do the interview.
No, it's your turn.
Well, guys, if we got time, we will be back.
Yeah,
with
it's
an
cutting it
interview.
a little bit close, so we
Yeah.
might not have time to.
So we will catch you all with round 4. Round 4, fight! We are back. Apologies on the delay there. We probably could have got an interview in the end. Sorry, Preston. I apologise.
Yeah, we didn't think the last game was going to go for as long as it did.
Yeah, a couple of our new players go into time there, so obviously they're learning. Can't give them any problems with that whatsoever. But I think this is a top table at the moment.
I think it's so, yeah.
Yeah, so we have got Jaffa Hill, or Dylan on the left, playing a Mono Ice build against Liam and his Wind Earth FFTCG.
Mono Ice, I think, is similar to standard Mono Ice builds. I've had a bit of a chat with Dylan. I know he's a couple of different cards to what other people are running, but I think it's the core aspect of the deck is there. Liam's Wind Earth CC deck.
I mean, we've seen
this card. This is some of those cards are a pain to get around, especially at Ice, because if he plays Gudon and that Yuri,
yep.
what you can't dull and freeze them.
No, exactly that. It's we've had this on a couple of times. I don't think it's won yet.
Oh,
but it has been a few very close games, that's
he's
for sure.
absolutely done me in the majority of times we've played. I like how the core of this deck came from, I think, when Liam was playing
Sunday
Rares.
Night Rares, yep.
Yeah,
That's the one.
because a lot of the same cards were there, and then it just was like, well, I'll just try it in.
Add Toto,
proper.
add this,
Yeah.
add that, yeah. Sprinkle of L's.
Man,
here
that Rares event was so much fun.
do you know what? I'm glad because it was a one that we'd never done before. I don't think anyone had done just a Rares only
No.
event in a major tournament.
I definitely would like to go back to that and see what people come up with as a second time.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of utility or a lot of different things seeing play.
Yeah, exactly
So,
that. So
Liam looks like he's on the play and immediately has a Stilt Skin and a Chilinka in hand. So I think it's just immediate Stilt Skin and pass.
Yeah.
We'll be going into Nostalen if he's got one. I have no idea what's in Dylan's. Is that Gremlin sleeves he's got?
It is, yeah.
This is both of his
Gizmo.
stuff.
Love it.
Yeah.
Also, Shiro, hey, thank you for joining us. We are just cracking on to round 4. I believe there will be a round 5.
I think there will be, assuming we have time, because it
Yeah.
is already 10 to 9.
Yeah, exactly that.
And we got to be out by 10.
Well, actually 10 to 10, I think. So we got some Jaffa fans in the chat again. I guess it's just more of the Bajan boys.
Yeah, I think so.
God, can we time wasting, Judge?
Play a card. So going straight into the Nostalen, I assume grabbing a. Do you grab a Leo here?
Is he playing the Leo though?
The 6-drop Leo? Yeah.
Oh, sure. No, he's got one in hand though, I think.
Or is it called King Leo, or what is it? I can't
Yeah,
remember
no,
what his name is.
I know the one you're about. Yeah, no, I think he's got one in hand.
Nope, there it is.
No, he must have
Or
moved
just
it.
grabbing CP to be able to play it.
Perhaps.
I love those.
Oh no, he did have one, but he's going for it.
I love the artwork on all those playing cards type
Yeah,
CC cards.
I did. Is it
Oh yeah,
this?
that
No,
Yuri's.
it's not that one.
Oh no, it's a 6-cost one.
It is.
That Yuri's now online as well. So it's 3 CCs out.
Oh god, yeah, already. Where are you? This guy. Yes, that one.
So when he enters, search for a CC of 4 or more and play it to field, and all CC forwards gain 1k. So that Yuri is a 9k body that reactivates 2 things every time it attacks and cannot be chosen by summons or abilities.
Yeah. It's a shame that we didn't keep a hold of that Chilinka because we could have also given it Brave and 2 attacks.
Yeah,
but,
and the Stilt Skin, because then if you then play the Chilinka, it gets another 2k.
but there we go.
But reactivating 2 every turn now is going to allow Liam to scale quite well.
Yeah, I think
Emina into Torgal?
I think as long as Liam continues to sort of reactivate just maybe 1 backup and
That's typically the way
Yeah.
he'll play it, yeah.
so
'Cause you've
should
got
be
to-
fine.
Yeah. But I don't think, even if he doesn't reactivate the Yuri, I don't think there's anything that Ice has that can interact with it at all.
Yeah. And Kagari, hey, thank you again for joining us.
So Emina into Torgal, and I assume the Torgal's coming in. Just because it reduces the cost of the Jill by 2, which immediately inherently makes it
Yeah.
basically net 0. Shiva gone for Torgal. Oh, is that the new lightning I just saw?
Yeah, he's been using this to great effect recently.
Chocobo into...
Okay.
I have no idea what they do. I think they're... is it Kelgar?
Yeah, it's a really good card if I remember correctly. I think it gets a break.
I know I have played this before, so if they don't have a five or more, you get all the keywords, and when you enter the field, pay 1 wind, and if you do, just break a 5 or more.
Yeah. There's a good hit.
And then
the
attack.
Jill.
And then you're immediately back to everything active.
Yeah, this deck, honestly, from something that came from a rares only event.
Oh, I
modernised
love it.
is
I
crazy.
absolutely love it. And this is probably one of the best matchups for it, because Ice is all about shutting down forwards, which it just cannot do.
Yeah, exactly that. Well, we're going to
Rufus
go
into
for the
discard. It's got to be the lightning.
Yeah.
You can't use it at the moment.
Exactly, and we can just bring it back later. So.
Yes. So what's in hand? Jill, lightning, and Kurasame.
Yeah.
Is that the 7-drop Kurasame or the 4? I think that's the 4
think
cost
4.
Kurasame.
Yeah. I think we just
I think
got
you just
past
hold,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That Rufus will generate advantage if he's allowed to swing, but you could just play. No, the Kelger wouldn't kill it because it doesn't cost 5 or more.
Yeah, this is the problem if you Liam. Obviously, you went basically 10 CP deep in your first turn is crazy. But we are
Going into the Kelger, so he just gains all the keywords now.
Yeah. But again, I suppose you could double attack and reactivate.
Swing with the Kelger, and swing with the Yori. Reactivate. You're always going to reactivate yourself. Yeah. There's another Rufus gun.
This is this so far is a bloodbath.
Yeah, because that Rufus can't even attack freely because one of them will just block it.
Yeah, well, one of them's got first strike.
You might do the Jill here just to dull and freeze out the Kelger, but then the priming into it's only going to be killing one thing.
Yeah.
Unless you just don't prime now.
But in theory, though, it could get. Well, no, we can't even attack still with the.
No, because
Yeah.
Yuri just goes, "I'm bigger than you."
I will agree, Ruse. This is definitely not looking good for Jaffa. But
Casting the Shiva. I mean, you can cast that on the backups, but then Yuri's just going to hit you, and
activate them anyway.
you've got 4 to remove.
Interesting. I'm not sure I would have done that,
Gets it back to hand.
to be honest. But
I mean, it stops Liam playing anything before he attacks, but then I don't think that's necessarily a problem, unless you're also going to freeze the Nostalin here as well.
ooh,
Yeah, you have to pay 2 for lightning here. So she'll have haste and gives everything 1k.
that might. Well, it's still not enough for
Not
the,
enough for the Rufus.
No, still not to get past.
That's why you want lightning.
I do. That's not how you spell lightning.
And then the ice one. There you go.
So
Only she gains 1k in haste.
that's fine. We're not going to block it. We can take a damage.
Yeah, it's just she is going to be swinging over everything you've got because it's going to be 10k. But yeah, there's a lot of Earth cards in this, so EX bursts are definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Immediate Tyro.
Oh.
Shiva-ing the other backup.
Oof.
I mean, you're making Liam's next turn expensive.
Again,
I feel like the Rufus is dying here to deal a point of damage from the lightning.
Oh, he hits a Gudon.
Gudon's
That
a good
is
hit.
a good hit. We are going to
So
go for the discard,
Declare discard.
Or did we? Well, yeah, we got to block anyway. It's only a Titan, though.
It does mean you're going to take another extra point of damage from the lightning at the end of the turn.
Yeah. There we go. Oof.
Benedict, okay.
So, Liam
But
now.
that was an expensive trade, I think, getting rid of the Rufus to do that.
To be honest as well, you can now attack, just activate the Kelga and a backup. and pass.
You can't activate the Kelger. It's only CC things, I think it reactivates.
Oh, okay.
But you do it and the Nostalin, and then I think you pay 1 to do the Chocobo that he's just drew, setting up for next turn.
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Swing.
Activate.
I'm surprised it's the Leo, but Jill blocking.
And the fact that we still took the block there, that's a bit of a strange one.
I suppose he does have. I suppose he could either Chocobo or he can get the, because he's got the Titan in hand. Which, but remind me, because you use this card, either does 9k or breaks a doll forward.
Yeah, 9k to an act. Oh, well, any forward or doll. Yeah, break a doll.
Oh, that's not a particularly good draw either. Because the Mateus won't kill the Kelger,
No.
and
the
Scale Toad's just not going to generate enough value.
Well, it's not going to generate any because Liam is on top deck. So,
Yeah.
at the way he's playing, he
What can he
doesn't
even
really have a
LB to get here?
Luso gets you backups. You could.
I know that the backups that Dylan is running is Oh, he's just gonna tighten it on the stack.
I love this summon, by the way. This summon is great.
Did you get all your full outs of it?
I did.
Okay.
Everyone was like, "Oh, I don't want it." I was like,
I'll take them.
Yeah. So Liam now. Oh,
In a very good spot.
Yeah, Jaffa. Defense is down. Nothing.
Well, what does ISIS LB do
I
to
mean,
this?
Yeah, I mean nothing. It could kill something that wasn't Yuri or Kelga.
Which isn't on Phil.
No. No, we are
We'll
gonna
tap into.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna cast the
Mateus to dull it before it attacks. Yeah, and
Yeah,
draw a
gets
card.
draw. So he is stemming a little bit of the bleeding.
They've made that ice card is such a good one to have.
Oh.
Lufenian. Remember when that was seeing play with Rug?
Yeah.
What's your turn one, Lufenian?
Rug, then Rufus,
Rug
and,
Rufus.
and then I punch you in the face.
Oh, there he's just jumped over the table.
Oh my god, the steel chair!
So was that Biblos, Yestola, and Scale 2? So going in for the Biblos.
I mean, it's an untargetable.
And Yestola. So Yestola will kill the Kelger here.
So finally, Kelga going down. It's been there.
But again, that does mean you're tapped out.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you will die in. Actually, you'll just die into the Yuri because the Yuri's 9k.
Yeah. This Yuri putting in so much work
It's
right now.
just Ice's worst nightmare.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Kusif
Kusif at end of
on
turn.
the stack.
And we're getting the Chalinga. We're going double attacks.
I think that is game.
I mean, we get one block.
I would expect there to be some removal
So
here, but I could be wrong.
let's see that Chalinga. I can't
So,
remember which one it is.
I believe it's that
This-
one.
Oh yes. This old
So
lady.
choose a forward against Brave and can attack twice, and then you can pay 2 and tap her just to go back to your hand. Do it again.
So are we gonna go through with this? Because don't forget, we got Biblos that is still active, so we do have to be wary about that as well.
Last thing, the Yuri's now reactivating 4 things.
Yeah.
So Zidane gone for Ishtola, which will have haste. So yeah, that's game there.
And there's the attack twice. Does it actually go onto the Ishtola? Because the Ishtola can't be blocked by anything but the Biblos, I don't think.
I know it's not game because the Biblos can become a forward. I didn't notice that. It definitely didn't go onto the Ishtola.
Which is a shame.
So what does that Ishtola do? Remind me.
So it's
She can't be blocked, and then she also does something else.
Yeah, she's another really hard card to deal with.
Oh, anytime she takes damage less than her power, she becomes 0.
And can't be blocked by 4 or less. That's why I probably would have given her the attack twice.
So block on the Kelger.
Yep, and the first
Swing
attack,
once.
activate 2.
Reactivate 2.
Attack
Swing
again.
twice. Reactivate 1. I don't know what you can top deck here to.
Nothing. You
And
can
not
top
if you've
deck
just drew a
nothing.
Shiva and an Emina.
Yeah.
You can't Shiva. You haven't got the CP.
No, you don't.
You can Surges to freeze the Ishtola, but that's your lot.
No, we're just dulling.
And then there's not another 3 CP ice card in your LB.
Ugh. And that is it. Jaffa going down pretty hard here.
It's a rough matchup for ice. Just uninteractable
Ooh.
cards.
Hyde saying, did he pay wind for the Titan?
No, it was the Leo backup tap, and then something he had, an Earth card he had in hand.
Okay. As long as you're happy with that, because I don't remember, if I'm honest. I didn't see it. I was too busy looking for the cards, so I apologize if we did miss something there. I don't think it would have hugely mattered on the game because that Yuri is just a monster against ice. Like, what are you going to do when you get constant reactivations, eh? But guys, we will definitely have time for a interview on that one, so we will be right back and we will get Liam on over. All right, guys, we are back with the winner. We did just confirm. Unfortunately, yes, it was paid with a Win CP card. We didn't realise, so apologies on that one. We will try and keep better eye out on that one. But Jaffa did agree that he thinks it wouldn't have made a difference to him. Because pretty much the Yuri sealed that deal, I think.
Yeah, I think unfortunately for him, that is just, it's a fairly hard counter to his deck. It's just, yeah, untargetable.
We did think as well, because obviously you went 10 CP backup, package effectively into the Yuri, no hand. We thought, oh, is that wise? But then again, if you can't deal with the Yuri, right?
Yeah, it just sits there and just gradually applies pressure,
So,
and then lets me draw into the rest of what I need.
I guess the question is, are you using that this weekend?
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be it.
I mean, the amount of icons we're bound to see, right? Especially in the ice variant, you've probably got a good matchup. How is your matchup against like Mono Water and Gigawall?
Gigawall's not great, but Mono Water's hit and miss.
Okay.
Hit and miss.
Have you got anything in there that sort of techs against it, or?
Well, it's mainly just like the NXD to deal with all the monsters. Let them get their big board and then drop that down. Bye-bye.
And I'm sure you're probably playing, like, you've got Shantotto in the LB.
Oh, yeah. It's just
So, I know we've had you on a couple times. Have you made any changes to the deck since then, or is it still the same?
made a couple of changes recently, mainly the Kelga going in is new.
We
because
like that.
With all the icons at the moment, just being able to just go, pay 5, kill it.
Yeah.
Now I've got Haste, Brave, and First Strike is good. And what else did I change? Oh, putting in the Titans.
Oh, of course, yeah. Sure. Which, we won't say any more about that.
Yeah.
So, obviously, big weekend ahead. Anything that you're particularly worried about seeing, like, out of, I guess, the meta decks? I know we've mentioned Water and Gigawall.
Gigawall's probably the worst one.
I mean,
outside of that,
you're playing Shantotto, though, right?
yeah, but it's the speed they can go off and the speed at which they can recover.
Sure.
Because
I suppose as well as if you go first and then go, oh, there's 10 CP, here's 2 backups and a forward, and then you're trying to recover when they've just got loads, right?
yeah, so because it depends what they get off the hit. If they hit the Axstar, I'm cooked. Axstar's non-targeting dual freeze.
Only the once though, right?
It is, but it does put it down for 2 turns, and they've then got 3 forwards, potentially 6 points of damage in while I'm trying to get rid of a board.
Because Yuri is cost 4, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Well, I mean, all I can say then is best of luck for this weekend.
Thank you.
Well played there. Bad matchup for Jaffa. But
yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
It is. That being said, guys, I think there may be a 5th round. So we do have 10 minutes left on this round, so we're going to have a short break. If there's a 5th round, we'll be back with you. If not, we'll be back with you too. Well, we'll be back with you regardless, because we got to do a sign-off anyway, right? So we will catch you all in 10 to 15 minutes' time. fifth and final round, and for all you Jaffa fans out there, we got him back. He's not best pleased because he was like, "Oh, I haven't had to play Gigawall all night till this very last game."
Well, I mean, Mono Ice has got some tools. You basically go, do they have the S effect or not?
Well, he best hope that he does, because
that Shiva can do a real number on Gigawall.
Yeah, but
Not the best starting hand from what I can see from Jaffa, but I think if you've got a Torgo in hand, you potentially have to keep it.
yeah. Now we are on a bit of a tight schedule. The store does close very shortly. So we are going to have to play this one pretty quick. So here we go.
Slamming
Gigawall
down
out.
the Gigawall. What are we bidding off for it? Onion Knight, Clive, Yuzuki, and Tyvus. And you've immediately hit Gilgamesh FFBE. Oh, I mean, it's Gilgamesh FFBE and Cloud, right?
Yeah.
Add that one to hand,
Yeah,
and
there's
just
the
shortcut it
Gilgamesh.
all, give it a shuffle. And you've already got 3 elements in break. Water, lightning, and fire, yes.
yeah.
So it can go for a point of damage.
Bam, bam.
And
No,
we're gonna
gonna
kill it on the stack.
Oh, Jaffa.
I know, just dulling it on the stack.
Yeah, Jaffa not willing to take that first point of damage.
I suppose you can't. You could go for the kill, but then you're just forcing out the S effect. But then was that worth it to try and force out the S effect?
I mean, maybe this early sort of game. It
Yeah,
probably
I think
would've.
I would have let the Gilgamesh attack and then tried to do it.
But then again, I think. Oh, do we activate it on the Laswell trigger? I think we do.
I think we do, yeah.
Yeah.
Because now you're protected for the rest of that turn.
Yeah. So we can't play anymore.
And that is Gilgamesh up to 5 elements.
Oh God, yes.
That's cool. That's what you got. Don't freeze.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
He's not drew another S effect though, Keeley.
No.
Uh,
But
I don't know. Do you need to play anything here? So Faris will just
yeah,
die.
Yeah. We'll kill that straight out. Here we go.
But there's nothing to dull freeze now. Like
Nope. So attack once. Oh.
attack in the Sephiroth and then swing with the.
Ned
So
would hit.
would you have rather just dull and froze the Laswell or?
Actually,
kill
didn't
it with
he?
the first?
Oh no, he's
That
on the
was
attack.
last turn.
Yeah, the last. Ugh.
Because I feel like I would have just rather the Laswell was dull froze to live there instead of being able to play another one.
Eh,
Is that just a straight pass? It
does
is.
look like it. Oh, Jaffa. The thing is, as well, it's like early to stop the 1 point of damage from the the Gilgamesh. You had to lose 2 cards with hand, and I'm sure Paul would have been quite happy with that.
If Paul can play this Mog,
Yes.
it could be in trouble. Back attack in Juggler to
Juggler,
dull, and then swing with that.
He got rid of the Onion Knight, didn't he?
Yeah. Minwoo.
Minwoo FFB.
God,
so
I
this
can't remember how that card works.
So this is a new card added in by.
It costs 3, and then it cares about backups, right? Not fire backups.
And well, it allows you to play cards as well.
Choose one card you
from
break
your
zone.
break
You
zone.
can cast it anytime you're not going to be cast it. As long as you have no cards in hand, you can use this. But then, how often are you going to be at 3 backups?
Well, it doesn't
And now it's
matter.
dead.
Doesn't matter now.
Point damage.
Oof.
Ooh,
That's a
good
good
one
hit.
to see go. You Lena here, and then you just kill any on Faris swing because it would do. It would be 3 Warriors of Light.
Yeah, yeah. Has he got the water CP for it?
Yes, because there's a Seraph of Hell in hand as well.
Awesome.
And that would also put you to. It would only put you to 3 elements though, so you would only draw. You wouldn't kill something.
No, we're
Or we're
discarding it.
going for.
Are we just doing a?
Zac.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do the same thing. And then on the swing, you'll do another
Yeah.
6. You
Wouldn't
block.
it just do? Oh yeah, because it would do
Oh,
7
and then
anyway.
the
yeah.
Shantoto would trade because it does 1k to the whole board.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Okay.
is.
Paul
This
putting
is
on the
rough.
pressure. That's a good hit. Hitting the Sephiroth.
What did we pay? Ah, there you go.
The problem is now is that Jaffa is down to 2 cards in hand.
Mm.
Yes, one of them is a lightning, but
Which
it
is going to
can't-
cost 4.
Yeah, which you can't play, so we're gonna have to go,
Surges to free. It's
Yeah.
free ship.
which is fine.
And Paul's holding on to that uke, so you can surges or play Gilgamesh if you draw it whenever you need.
And a Zeramus, can he play it though?
Has he got enough just to Ifrit?
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Shoot for 10.
Ifrit, smash.
2 more points of damage.
Hit you. Oh, good
As
hit on the
well.
last roll.
And Zach. Oh, this is. I think this is a game that
Yeah.
might well be over.
This is very over.
You can Shantoto for 1, but what do you get back? You stole or kill something, but it doesn't kill Keely Ifrit, or
Yeah.
it does kill it does kill Wall though. But then you're tapped out to do it. Is part of the other problem. Rufus isn't a bad shout because you have 2 blockers.
Yeah, maybe just keep it dull and
And Dull
frozen.
Freeze. You have to Dull Freeze the Ifrit.
Well, it doesn't come into.
No, he's good.
There we go. Yeah. So, yeah,
You
dull
dull
freeze
freeze the
that.
Ifrit, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Ozroth, you're not wrong. We did want a quick game. We figured this would be a quick one. That's why we did chuck it on. To be honest,
So what is the cloud is up? But what does Paul have in? Is that a Ifrit in hand to S effect?
oh no, it's not, is it?
Because it's just a free S effect, isn't
Oh
it?
no.
It doesn't require any CP spent. It just says S.
No.
And then yes,
Attack. Are we gonna shoot? We're not. We're gonna take the damage. Put on 6, and there it is.
yes.
Ba-pow!
And then you force the block from the Rufus,
Well, there goes.
and then you're fine with this.
Zach goes to break zone. The Ifrit will stand up next turn, I believe.
Yes, but Jaffa just needs to play at least 2 blockers,
Yeah.
which you could Surges to freeze the wall again, or the Ifrit again.
Yeah, you gotta
probably the
keep that
Ifrit.
Ifrit down. No, we're going with Kuta, so we can block a doll.
Yeah, not a bad idea here actually.
But I think it might be.
It gives you a turn.
I don't think it will. Ward will kill it.
Yeah, because it only freezes on choice. No, Ward only does 7k, right?
Oh yeah, so Ward won't, but
Swing
still-
game.
bam.
Yep, there you go.
woof. Well,
What's this?
we did have to get in a lightning round, guys, because again,
That was
Store will be kicking us out in about
so quick.
10 minutes. Yeah, wow. So I guess we could probably get a quick intro from Paul.
Yeah.
Extra interview, sorry. So yeah, guys, we will be right back. I lied.
Hello.
We ain't even getting Paul over here because he wants no part of it. He
You
got
want to see
nothing
him?
do
He's
with it.
he's all the way back. I can't quite put there.
Yeah,
there, he's right there.
Look at him. He's so small.
There.
So small. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to wrap it up here. Don't forget to give us a share, like, and subscribe. Obviously, join us on YouTube. And don't forget to check out our affiliate links for Firestorm Games down in the description below. If
They give a nice discount from
Yeah.
if you were buying from direct from retailer as well.
And exactly, you will also support us to bring you as best of content as we can. Now, we will be live from, I think, about 9:30, 10 o'clock
I think
on
about that, yeah.
Saturday and probably Sunday for the same time for Winter Cup. If any of you are journeying down, looking forward to seeing you. If not,
That's me.
guys, do join us for a good chat, because that's the best part of my weekend, is talking to you
Yep.
guys while we badmouth people's games.
And if you can't join us live, we will have VODs up of the event not long after, so you'll be able to catch up on all the key bits and the highlights.
Yeah, exactly that. So, in the meantime, Jack, is there anything else from you?
Just thanks you all for joining. It's been a blast to watch these games with you, and I'll catch you again soon.
And as for me, guys, I will also catch you on the weekend. So, bye-bye for now.
Bye.